What does it take to turn humiliation into triumph? The glass doors of Elite Motors gleamed under the midday sun, reflecting the poised figure of Amara Jackson as she stepped inside. At 42, she was the CEO of Horizon Ventures, a tech empire she'd built from a single laptop in her cramped apartment. Her tailored navy suit hugged her frame, and her heels clicked with purpose against the marble floor. She'd come to purchase a limited edition Aston Martin, a reward for closing a billion-dollar deal. The showroom smelled of leather and ambition, but the air shifted as soon as she entered. A salesperson, Greg, in a crisp white shirt and a smirk, approached her. "Can I help you?" His tone dripped with condescension, his eyes scanning her as if she didn't belong. Amara smiled, undeterred. "I'm here to see the Aston Martin DB 12 AMR. I'd like to discuss a purchase." Greg's smirk widened. "That's a high-end model, ma'am. Perhaps you'd prefer something more affordable?" The words stung, sharp and deliberate. Amara's chest tightened, but her voice remained steady. "I'm quite clear on what I want. Can you show me the car?" Greg hesitated, then gestured vaguely toward a corner. "It's over there, but we're expecting serious buyers today. I need to verify your interest." The room felt smaller, the weight of his words pressing against her. Other customers, white, wealthy, male, were being ushered to private offices with warm handshakes. Amara, however, stood alone, her presence seemingly invisible to the staff. She caught the eye of a young woman polishing a car nearby, who quickly looked away, her face a mix of sympathy and fear. The twist came unexpectedly. The young woman, Mia, approached Amara as Greg walked off to greet another customer. "I'm sorry," Mia whispered, her hands trembling. "I heard what he said. I've seen this before. My brother, he's been turned away like this too." Her voice cracked, revealing a shared pain. Mia wasn't just an employee. She was a single mother, working double shifts to afford her son's medical bills. In that moment, Amara saw not just an ally, but a mirror of her own struggles, different, yet rooted in the same fight for dignity. Amara nodded, her resolve hardening. "Thank you, Mia, but I'm not leaving without what I came for." She stepped outside, her phone already in hand, dialing her CFO. "Get me the ownership details for Elite Motors now." Her voice was calm but unyielding, a storm gathering beneath the surface. Within an hour, her team had traced the dealership's parent company, a floundering chain bleeding cash. Amara didn't just want the car anymore, she wanted the whole game. By 3 p.m., she was back, standing in the same showroom. Greg's smirk faltered as she handed him a folder. "This is a signed agreement," she said, her voice cutting through the hum of the room. "As of 30 minutes ago, I own Elite Motors." The words landed like a thunderclap. Greg's face drained of color, and the other staff froze, their polished smiles fading. Mia, still clutching her polishing cloth, stared wide-eyed, a spark of awe in her expression. Amara didn't stop there. She turned to Mia. "You're now the showroom manager. I've seen your work ethic. You deserve this." Mia's eyes welled up, her hands covering her mouth. The other employees exchanged glances, some uneasy, others inspired. Amara's gaze swept the room. "This place will operate differently now. No one walks through these doors and feels less than." "Understood." The showroom buzzed with a new energy as Amara walked toward the Aston Martin, her fingers brushing its sleek hood. She didn't buy it that day not because she couldn't, but because the victory was sweeter than any car. She'd rewritten the rules, turned rejection into power, and given Mia a chance to rise. As she stepped back into the sunlight, her phone buzzed with a text from her CFO. "Dealership acquisition complete." "What's next, boss?" Amara smiled, her heart full. She'd faced the sting of prejudice and turned it into a legacy of change. The world would know her name not just as a CEO, but as a force who reshaped what power could mean. Yindi.